Welcome. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of how to create a web page. Now, web pages falls under the domain of site management, and I've already got one video up that basically gives you an orientation of all the different things you can do to manage your site, to set it up, where you can find things, and how you do them. So this is just one of the little breakout videos we're going to do because there are different things you can do in site management that may have a bit more detail in them. So as I said, in this video we're going to walk through how to set up a web page, and we'll have other breakout videos on how to do branding and how to do a favicon. So the first thing you want to do is remember that you need to have level 3 access, and you have to be set up by us in order to have back-end access to your agency. So you're going to go down and you're going to click on Site Management. And remember, if you have a number of agencies you're managing, they're all going to be listed here. In this case, we've only got the one. So I'm going to go in. Now what I'm going to do is just give you a general reminder or refresher on what web pages are. So if I go into the training, these are the web pages we created, and we have ours anchored on the right hand side. You can anchor them on the left hand side. You can put them under the browse button. You can basically orient them any way you want. Now basically web pages, if you have a Vita Plus subscription plan, you are going to have up to 10 that you can create, and you can use them for whatever you wish. I know Oakville, if you refer back to my video of the orientation for site management, Oakville used theirs to create access into different parts of their collection. They also manage collections for different agencies, different historical societies in their area. So you can actually create a page for an agency you may be managing for. Again, you can use them for anything you want. Most people, you want to have an about page about the collection, your organization, and we also have a project overview. If you have videos, something you want to give a separate page to. And this is just wild embellishments to illustrate that, we can create anything we want. And of course, here's an informative one if you want to create, if you have a lot of different aspects to your collection and you want to give a little more information how to search. Say you have a large genealogical community who are doing research, you might want to give them a page on how to specifically search for birth, marriage, and death. So you can see there's quite a few options on web pages. So this is what they look like, and now we're going to go in and we're going to add one to here. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done, so we have 5 more that we can play with. So I'm going to go over into the back end of the training, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to go into web pages. So you can see here are the ones that we've already created, and what do they look like? Well, basically, if you use Word every day, if you're into blogging, WordPress, Drupal, they're basically all the same when it comes to formatting. You're going to enter your content into the window, and then you're going to go up and you're going to find the different areas or buttons that will format, or in this case, insert and edit an image, or even embed media. So if you're new to creating web pages, take a few minutes just to walk through and see where everything is, orient yourself to the toolbars. But again, like I said, if you've used Word or done blogging, this shouldn't be too much of a learning curve for you. So this is what the About Training site looks like when we added in our content. So let's go back and start working and create our own web page. So I'm going to go on to number 6, which we haven't used yet, and let's give it a title. Let's just be really simple. This is a web page. Okay, so your FD content will go here, and let's bold that. You can also, if you want to do different titles, you can format headings. So again, very similar to Word and other types of blogging toolbars. You can also add in a link here. Oh, I don't want that bolded anymore, so let's take that off. Here is a link to a website. So then you want to go over to your HTML window and we want to add in our link. So don't forget you have to do the coding here. Now, I can do very basic. If you're a whiz at this, you'll be much quicker, but you know, this is pretty basic, we should all know. Okay, now I'm going to go grab my link. Yes, like I said, if you are a whiz at this, just bear with me. It always happens to me. Okay. So then we want to finish off this link. Put in the title of the web page, Our Digital World, and finish off. There we go. Hopefully I got that right. And even if we didn't get it right, it'll be a teaching moment. We can come back in and hopefully fix it. So again, as with anything you do in Vita, make sure you update the screen you're working on. In this case, our little HTML window. Update that. And now I want to embed a video. So let's embed the initial video I did on the walkthrough and how to do site management overall. So I'm just going to click on the little icon here. Actually, this one. And it's not Flash, it's going to be QuickTime. And I basically quite easily just want to go and grab my link. It's a YouTube link. Pop that in there. You could put your restraints on, your dimensions. I'm not going to worry about that right now. There's also advanced, and there's your source. And again, I want to insert. Now don't panic if that doesn't look right. Just bear with me. Now the last thing you want to do, as with anything, is save everything you've done. This again is a very easy step to miss, especially if you're new to doing this. So hit your little save icon, and now we've committed this. And if we go back into our search page, you can see now that the link has been added at the bottom here. So all we have to do is remember we have our web pages. If we take a look back at the training site, we have ours anchored on the right hand side at the top. So I just have to go down to the area where my right side sidebar little boxes so I can add. And the first thing you want to do, of course, is put your href in. Href. Now, just make it easy on yourself. I'm just going to go up and I'm going to grab this. As you can see, the pages are all numbered. We have 6 web pages created. Go back in and pop it in there. Oh, my div class, make sure that's moved down. Okay, now let's just finish off this. Question mark or exclamation. And the title. Oops. This is a page. And finish off that chain. Okay, now the last 2 steps you have to do are, of course, you want to update your work. Now the one extra step that you won't necessarily be doing when you're working in your normal workflows, when you're adding your content, is because you're dealing with the public side of the page, you want to make sure it's reinitialized. You want to now commit your work to show up on the public site. So I'm going to click on that and it should take me to my public facing side, and there's our link. Now let's click on it and see what we have. Well, there's our media that we embedded, and here's the link to Our Digital World. So it actually is fairly simple. Again, if you're new to it, it's practice, practice, practice. So that's how you set up. Let's go back. That's how you set up a web page. Now, as I said, you have up to 10 that you can create. You can use them for whatever you wish. So there you have it. Now, if you start doing this, as I said, don't forget we have our manual. Let me just go over and remind you that we've got our help site, which you should all know about by now. And there is managing and customizing your site. And creating web pages will be in here. And there is the video that I did that walks you through the orientation on where to find things to set up your site. Okay, if you run across any issues, you have questions, or you just want to say hi, contact us at help@vitatoolkit.ca and someone will get back to you. And don't forget as well, we have our, if I go back here, we have our community forum. It may be that the questions, the troubles, the issues you're having have been had by other people and they may have questions and answers on here. It's also good just to visit this. Maybe there's stuff in here that you've just been wondering about, and if you have the time you can peruse it. And don't forget to add your own as well. It's a community forum, it's there for you, so please do use it. Okay, that's our little video on how to set up a web page. I hope you found it useful. We'll see you again. Bye for now.